This is lesson 5. This lesson will also focus on Photoshop. And in this lesson, we're going to concentrate on doing 3D modeling in Photoshop as well as motion graphics. Make sure you have downloaded the appropriate files so we can get started in this lesson. So go ahead and get Photoshop running. In this lesson, you will explore the basic concepts of 3D, and we're going to apply it to type. One word of caution is that 3D rendering is extremely dependent on the power of the computer, type of video card, how much VRAM you have, processing speed, and intricacy of the 3D model itself. Final rendering of the image could take several minutes to several hours depending on all these factors. For this reason, this lesson will keep it simple. So with Photoshop running, we need to verify a couple of preferences regarding 3D. So on the Mac, I'm going to go to Photoshop, Preferences. If you're on Windows, it's the Edit menu, Preferences, and the one I'm interested in is 3D. What I want you to look at in this upper left area is the total available VRAM. The minimum is 512. So if yours doesn't have that, you're going to struggle to be able to do this 3D modeling. The other thing I want you to check is in the ray tracer area here on the right. Let's set the high quality threshold to 4 or 5. By the way, the higher the number, the more time needed to do the rendering. Once you have these settings, go ahead and click OK. I also recommend when working in 3D in Photoshop, only have the bare necessities running on your computer. So that way the software can run as fast as possible and isn't slowed down by other things that may be going on. All right, let's go ahead and start a new document. Let's click on the Film and Video tab in the New Document dialog area. And we're going to select HDTV 1080p from the list of presets. So what that's going to do is sets the width to 1920, the height is 1080, resolution is 72. Click Create. Let's go ahead and save the document. Make sure you're in your Lesson 5 area. And the name we're going to give this, last name, first initial, VL2 Lesson 5 3D. In the Lesson 5 folder is an image called Desktop. Let's open that up. And we're going to use our Move tool. We're going to add the whole thing, drag and drop. Let's scale this image down. So that the width of this image is close to the width of the artboard. So make sure you don't have any white areas. I'm not interested in that very dark area in the upper corner. Doesn't have to be exact to mine, and then make sure you press return or enter. I'm going to rename this layer Desktop. All right, let's get our type tool out of the toolbox. Click anywhere on that canvas and let's type in 3D. Make sure the D is capitalized. Choose a thick sans serif font. I'm going to use Arial Narrow Bold, and I'm going to set the color to red. Using my Move tool, I'm going to scale this up, keeping it in proportion so that it's much bigger. Now to convert this type layer to the 3D object, it's better that you switch your workspaces. So I'm going to go to the Window menu, Workspace. It's also available in the upper right-hand corner, just it falls out of the video when I use the menu in the upper right-hand corner. And I'm going to choose 3D from this list. What this will do is it brings up the panels that are commonly used with this technique. And the two main panels is going to be this 3D panel that you've seen show up and your Properties panel. So I'm going to locate my Properties panel, which is here, and I'm going to undock mine so that I know you can see both as I'm working. So with the type layer active, I'm going to go to the 3D menu and choose New 3D Extrusion from Selected Layer. When you did that, if you look in your Layers panel, you can tell it is now a 3D object and not just a normal type layer. And the 3D panel now displays the controls that are available to modify this type in 3 dimensions, which is X, Y, and Z planes.